The world is breaking apart right in front of your eyes. Borders slammed shut. Trade wars ignited like wildfire. Distrust choking every handshake across nations. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing frustration as deals collapse, supply chains fracture, and the promise of globalization crumbles into dust. It's like watching the whole machine your success depends on screech to a halt, driven not by markets or logic, but by raw fear and tribalism. Nationalism isn't just some political buzzword anymore. It's a wall rising between you and the future you're fighting to build. And that wall, it's fueled by the myths people tell themselves to feel safe, but safety at the cost of progress? That's no safety at all. It's a slow death for global trade, for innovation, for capitalism itself. You're exhausted by uncertainty. Every negotiation feels like walking on a knife's edge. Every push tariff is a sledgehammer to your strategy. The old rules no longer apply, and the new rules haven't been written yet. There's a desperate need for answers, for new paths, for something that cuts through the noise and hysteria. But here's the brutal truth nobody's saying loud enough. The nation-state as the primary player in global trade is dying. Holding on to old loyalties, blind territorial pride, will drown you in the chaos that's coming. You have to break free. Break free not just from borders, but from the entire mindset that's strangling potential. Forget thinking like a local player. Forget hoping for government bailouts or deals brokered in backrooms where patriotism masks self-interest. The future belongs to those who build networks bigger than nations, who move faster than politicians, who think not in terms of countries, but in terms of trust, synergy, and relentless value creation. If you want global trade to survive, and more than that, to thrive, you must become a node in a new system. A system where power flows to individuals and teams who actually deliver results. Not those stuck in bureaucratic inertia or populist theatrics. Start by severing your ties to outdated loyalties and start weaving new connections with people across continents who share your vision and hunger. Not just investors or founders, but the rare few who understand that freedom means action, not identity. Build your own autonomous network, a living organism beyond borders, where ideas, capital, and opportunity flow, because they refuse to respect walls. This is the only firewall against nationalism's poison. This is how you force globalization to evolve, not with empty rhetoric, but through ruthless, tangible collaboration that bypasses the political fog. Use technology not as a crutch, but as a weapon. Blockchain for trust, AI for insight, decentralized contracts for security. Leverage the power of the few who refuse to be boxed in by nationality or legacy. Hunt down exponential opportunities in industries that nationalism tries to choke. Semiconductors, rare materials, cross-border fintech, and be the ones who keep them moving. Push capital toward breakthroughs, not comfort. Tear down monopolies of power hiding behind flags and rules. Demand dynamic meritocracy, now. Capital follows ability, and ability follows vision. No more buy low, sell high in one country. Think, assemble talent everywhere, build something impossible. And never forget the ultimate prize. Absolute freedom. Freedom to create markets that don't just maintain the status quo, but transform societies, break barriers, and transcend limits. Freedom to choose your value, your peers, your direction. not as a subject to a land, but as a citizen of a world that must rise above tribal fears or else suffocate in them. That tension you feel, that anger at the system locking you in, channel it. Use it to fuel your ascent. This is war, but it's a war you can win only by connecting, evolving, and becoming more than ever imagined. Trade will survive if and only if you decide it belongs to the few who refuse to be cowed by nationalism, who make it a weapon of liberation, not division. The clock is ticking. The stakes are life or death, for capital, for innovation, for the future itself. Stand not with the many blinded by fear, but with the few ready to rewrite the rules. This isn't a choice, it's a command. Break the chains of national allegiance, build your global network, push capital to the edges of possibility, and ignite the unstoppable fire of productive individualism that will force global trade not just to survive, but to thrive in spite of rising nationalism. The future won't wait. Neither should you.